Hey guys! So today is going to be a sketch a day video and it's going to be about my nightmares. I decided to take this book and draw one of the recent nightmares I had. It was so creepy and it was like about babies and cyborg things, and you will just have to see the rest of the video to find out. So let's get started with the drawing and draw a creepy cyborg baby thing. So like I said, I had a really creepy dream the other night and I'm like, I have to make something out of this. It was so scary where you wake up and you're like trying to catch your breath and I'm like, what just happened? But basically my dream was where it was just like real everyday life, which is even creepier. I hate dreams where it's like you can't distinguish reality from what you're actually dreaming or having a nightmare about. And it was definitely a nightmare because it was super scary. I mean, I was going about my everyday life, but my parents were trying to get a hold of me and they finally did. And they were trying to sit me down with a long, serious conversation that we had to have, which was scary enough. So this is why it seemed like it was a real life situation. But basically, for some reason, I was away at college in this nightmare and I came home and they had something to tell me, and that thing was that they were going to give another child life. Instead, they were going to adopt. And I remember when they told me they're going to have a kid, I'm like, you have to be adopted because, girl, you're kind of old. That sounds mean. My parents aren't that old, but you know what I mean. The biological clock is past, I would think. So when they were about to bring the baby home, they explained to me that this child was going to be different, and I did not understand. But basically, it was a futuristic type baby, and I thought of it as a robot baby. But basically, have you seen the movie Gattaca with Jude Law? It's an older movie, but he has the ability to change his genetics. Yeah, this is what they had. They were able to change, like, if my new brother or sister was going to have green eyes, blue eyes, brown hair, black hair, or blonde hair. It was super creepy. And my parents were sitting down telling me this, like, on this tablet, about to choose like what they wanted their kid to have, and I felt so bad. I had this sinking feeling gut in my stomach. This is why the nightmare felt real, because you have that anxiety. It was popping into my brain, going into my body, and I felt like maybe I didn't do my parents justice. That's why they wanted this new child that was like a really creepy futuristic one that was handpicked. I feel like if it came, it was like something you had to build together, like an IKEA furniture. I cannot stand IKEA. That even like greatens it more. But whenever I think about things that you have to build together that have parts and stuff, I automatically think of IKEA. I remember just like going in my head and my parents were going in and out. It was like droning in and out their voices, and I was kind of having a panic attack in the nightmare, which was super crazy. I've never had this or had this feeling. So I remember them telling me this, and they're about to bring in the child, and I was running into the bathroom and I had this feeling that I was gonna puke, and my stomach hurt so bad and I was like gagging and like dirt was coming out of my mouth for some reason instead of like puke in real life when you are about to throw up. Cannot explain this. It's happened multiple times in my dreams and nightmares. I don't understand it, but I was like so upset that it was affecting my body. Like, I haven't had that happen to me, anxiety, in real life since I was a child. So as I was puking, that's when I was like waking up. It was so weird. Like, when I have a deep thoughtful nightmare or dream, I have to like kind of shake my body to wake up sometimes. It's hard to explain. It's like going into another dimension. Like, that really happens, like we go into another dimensions, but that's what it feels like. I may sound crazy, but sometimes I have to do that to wake up because I don't want this to happen anymore. And it's not like I purposely do it. I can't like go in and out. Actually, I can go in and out of nightmares sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh, I want to see what this happens in this dream, and I go back to sleep and I'll go back right where I started from. But that didn't happen this time. I just wanted to stay up. I didn't want to have that happen, and I went straight to my parents and I was telling them the story, and they all looked at me crazy like you're probably looking at me right now. But this was so interesting to draw. I want to do cogs and everything with a baby, with a cyborg, and like his skull is kind of like off a little bit with the metal plates under a baby cyborg thing, and like gears around him and smoke and stuff. This roughly took me about 43 minutes exactly to draw, and I was listening to Cage the Elephants. I never thought they had this newest album called Melophobia. I think it's called M-E-L-O-Phobia. This album is so good. I've been listening to it nonstop for the past couple of days, and I'm gonna draw some more things to it probably. I love it so much, and this is one of the things that came out of that album. So I hope you guys like this sketch a day video, and what I would like to know is, what is the last dream or nightmare you remember having? I always love talking about stuff like this and wondering your guys' thoughts are and what your dreams and nightmares have been. A lot of people cannot remember after the first 10 minutes, but let me know if you do. I'd be really interested to know. Also, before I forget, shout out to Clarissa who drew me this. Oh my goodness, Link from Zelda. It is so adorable. I love it so much, Clarissa, and we share the same love for Zelda and video game things. But thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to hear about your dreams and nightmares lately. I know it sounds really creepy. I want to get in your mind. And I will definitely be seeing you soon. Cats Creations is coming this Friday, and I love you guys. Bye.